Look at the big eyes on this one. And she's grinning so hard she looks like she's going to split from ear to ear.
Hey! What you doing?
Hi, Susie Snippet.
Hi.
Well, we're looking at baby pictures.
Really? Oh, what a silly thing to do. What are you doing that for?
Oh, because babies are cute and lovable, and sometimes they make the funniest faces.
Yeah. I don't like to look at them. They're all alike. Do you know what? They yell a lot. Wah! Wah! All alike. And they leak at both ends. All alike. They all look alike. And I think it's silly to waste time looking at them. Ugh, not looking.
Oh, now, Susie Snippet, babies are not all alike, and they certainly don't all look alike.
Yeah.
Now, look at these. Tell me what you think.
Well, they don't exactly look alike, but that's because one of them's a black baby and one isn't. But you show me two babies of the same race, and I bet they'll look alike.
Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, what about these?
Let me see. Oh, well, I saw. I guess they don't look quite alike, I guess.
And what about these?
Okay. Maybe you're right. Well, maybe you're right. Hey! Wait just a minute. If you're so smart, what about them? I got you this time. Yeah, you mean they didn't look alike as babies? Then how come they're the same now?
Well, Susie, sure, they looked alike as babies, and they look alike now. But you're making a mistake calling them the same. You're not the same, are you?
No way.
Oh, phooey. Phooey. All babies don't look alike. You're mixing me all up. Some kids look alike, but they're not alike. And what is this? I give up. I'm leaving. So there.
Okay. Let's turn around and sit down. Greg and Gary are identical twins. Identical means looking alike. And you two do look alike. In fact, you know what? I have trouble remembering which is which.
Gregory.
You're Gregory.
Gary.
And you're Gary. Well, I'm very glad that you could be here today because I've always wanted to meet a pair of identical twins. Tell me, what's it like? Is it fun being twins?
Yes.
Do you think it's fun?
Yes.
It's fun. You look alike and you sound alike to me, too. Do most people have trouble telling which is which?
Yes. Yes.
Who has trouble?
Onion sometimes.
Your Nana, your grandmother? What does she do? Does she call you by the wrong name?
Yeah.
And you, too?
Yes.
Oh, so you mix up your grandmother. How about your mother? How does she know which is which?
Sometimes she gets mixed up.
Oh, even your mother gets mixed up?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I can see why. They look alike, they sound alike, they dress alike. But listen, you know, I told Susie Snippet that you weren't the same. So am I right? Can you help me? Can you think of any way that you're different?
I know. Yes.
Okay, what?
Because I'm a little bigger.
If one's a little taller and one's a little shorter, that's one good way that I can tell that you're different. I'm interested in other things, too. What about your friends? I know you're good friends, but who's your best friend?
Sean.
Sean is your best friend?
Really?
And Manny is your best friend, so you have different friends. Do you like the same foods? What do you like to eat?
Chicken.
Chicken. What do you like?
Chicken
Gary?
and he didn't finish it.
Oh, what
Chicken,
else?
potato,
Chicken and potatoes.
and chicken, potatoes with gravy.
Gravy. And tell me what you like.
And French fries. And the same thing.
You like the same thing, but you also like French fries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is very interesting.
Like
You
you
have
get a
different
hat.
friends, you like different foods, you like to do different things. Well, I think we're
sometimes
keeping you
play.
here too long. You probably want to get down to the playground and play
Yes,
some
that's-
baseball, kickball maybe.
About to start.
Yeah, okay. Well, then let's let you be on your way. I don't want to keep you any longer, okay? Thanks for coming, and have fun. There's the door right over there. Have fun. Goodbye. Wasn't that interesting, meeting and talking with some real live identical twins? Suppose all the boys in your class were identical twins. Suppose all the girls in your class were identical twins, too. Or even worse, suppose all the boys looked alike and suppose all the girls looked exactly alike. What then? Wouldn't that be weird? You might even have to wear a name tag around your neck so that everyone would know who you were. Do you think there's any country or just any place in the world where everyone looks exactly like everyone else? You're right. There's no place like that. Thank goodness for that. Everyone has a different face. And what makes faces different? Well, for one thing, color of face. Some faces are light brown, and some faces are dark brown, and some are just a shade in between, depending on the number of grains of pigment in the skin, grains of color. And some faces are freckled. But then you already knew that, didn't you? What else makes faces different? I'll give you a hint. Where is that? Ah, yes. Noses. Right. Now, not all noses are as big as this one, but they're all different. And large or small, they're all useful for one thing. And what's that? Smelling. Right. Okay. What else is different? Some hair is curly, like this. Is your hair curly? Oh. And some hair is straight, like mine, but I like to put a few curls in it. But straight or curly hair comes in lots of different colors. Hey, I wonder, what would I look like as a redhead, I wonder? Well, now you know. Now, it's not just hair. Let's not forget other things make faces different. What about eyes, mouths, yes, ears, chins, foreheads, right, eyelids? And those are just some of the things that make people look different. Are there others? Yes, what about size and shape? Are you exactly the same height as all the other children in your class? Maybe you're the tallest. Maybe you're the shortest. Or maybe you're taller than some and shorter than others. And the same thing is true of shape, too, isn't it? Why is it that you are different in size and shape and face and coloring than anyone else in your class? Let's see if you remember. It's because you began from a different set of genes way back when you were just one special cell. And do you remember I said that half of those genes came from your father and half of them came from your mother? Well, each new baby is a new beginning with a new set of genes. Your brothers and your sisters began from a different set of genes, even though they have the same mother and the same father that you do. You and your brothers and sisters may look something alike. Maybe you have big eyes and dark curly hair, but you don't look exactly like anyone else in your family Unless, of course, like Greg and Gary, you're an identical twin. What makes identical twins identical? Ah, that's a good question. In the beginning, when instead of one special cell growing into one baby, the one special cell divides and separates into two cells, and those two cells grow into two babies. And when this happens, both of those babies inherit from their parents the same set of what? Genes. Right. Now, so far, we've been talking about differences that are inherited from your parents through genes. But what about differences that are not inherited? How do they happen and where do they come from? I mean, even Greg and Gary, who are identical twins, like different things and they dislike different things. How is this? Well, each one of you has to experience things all by yourself as you go along from the time you were born. Now, do you think that you have the same experiences as every other child? Do you think that all children everywhere learn the same things as they grow up? What about children who live in two different parts of the world? Do you think that Assad, who lives in the desert with his sheep herding family, has the same experiences as Jimmy Rannoch, who has to learn to hunt seal through a hole in the ice and to drive a dog team? What about children who live just a few miles apart? Do you think that Roger, who lives in a brick apartment house with his mother and father and baby brother and his dog, has the same experiences as Mark, who lives in this house with his mother, his grandmother, his three sisters, and his cat? You're right. They know different things and they like different things. They have different friends and activities. Experience makes a big difference. Whether it's something that happens to you or whether it's something that you choose to do, every little tiny experience you have becomes part of the many experiences that make your whole life. And no two people can have the exact same set of experiences, not even identical twins. And that's why of all the boys and girls in the world, there are no two alike. And that's what makes people interesting, being different. You're different in very special ways from every other human being. No one else looks and acts and thinks exactly like you. As my daughter Lisa once said, I am the only me, and you are the only you. Aren't you glad you're you? I am, and I'm glad I'm me.
All About You is a project of the Agency for Instructional Television.